Have you ever heard the phrase, fake it till you make it? Well, I took that to a whole new level. For 30 days, I pretended I was rich. Not by spending money I didn't have, but by copying the mindset, habits, and behaviors of people who actually are wealthy. And here's the crazy part. By the end of the month, not only did I feel like a completely different person, I actually made more money. No, I didn't win the lottery. No, I didn't max out a credit card or rent a Lambo. But I shifted how I thought, how I moved, and how I spoke, and that changed everything. Let me break it down for you step by step because you can do this too. This is the Rich Mindset Challenge, and here's exactly how it made me money. 1, I stopped saying I can't afford it. Instead, I asked, how can I afford it? That one shift forced my brain to look for solutions, not excuses. It sounds small, but it changed the way I approached every decision. Instead of shutting down, I started brainstorming. Can I sell something? Can I learn a new skill? Can I offer value in a unique way? That tiny mindset tweak, it led me to freelance my first $150 gig that week. 2, I dressed the part without going broke. I didn't go buy designer clothes, but I did clean up my look-pressed shirts, simple clean fits, polished shoes. Every day I asked, would a future millionaire wear this into a room full of investors? Why? Because when you look like you take yourself seriously, others start taking you seriously too. And sure enough, someone I met at a local coffee shop struck up a convo. They ended up hiring me to consult on their Etsy store and paid me $300 for just 2 Zoom calls. 3, I built a rich person morning routine. Wealthy people guard their mornings like gold. So I gave myself a fake CEO schedule. 5:30 a.m. wake up and min meditation, 15-minute of reading, 30-minute journaling and idea capture, short workout, no social media until after 8 a.m. Sounds like overkill, right? But by day 5, I felt like I was running a Fortune 500 company, even if I was still broke. But here's the result. That clarity helped me launch a digital product idea I'd been sitting on for 6 months. I sold 3 copies at $20 each in the first week. 4, I treated time like money. I stopped watching hours of Netflix. I cut doom-scrolling cold turkey. Instead, I started tracking every hour of my day in a Google sheet like a profit and loss statement. Rich people know time is their most valuable asset. So I asked myself every night, did I get an ROI on my time today? That habit helped me find 3 hours a day I didn't even know I had. I used those hours to build a small Fiverr profile. By the end of the challenge, I'd made over $600 from gigs I used to think I wasn't qualified for. 5, I spoke like money was already mine. I stopped saying I'm trying to be successful and started saying I'm building my financial empire. Sounds cringy? Maybe. But when you speak with certainty, you show up differently, and others feel it. Friends started asking me what I was working on. Strangers started DM me about how I got started. And that led to 2 affiliate partnerships I never would have landed before, just because I had the confidence to own where I was going. Here's the real secret. Rich isn't a number, it's an identity. Pretending I was rich didn't mean living above my means. It meant living above my mindset. And in 30 days, I made more than $1,000 in brand new income streams, built systems I still use today, and rewired the way I see money, time, and value. No fancy suits, no rented cars, just a mindset shift that changed my behavior and that changed my results. If you feel stuck, broke, or invisible, try pretending you're already the person you want to be. Not in a fake-it way, but in a train-your-brain kind of way. Act like your future self. Live with intention. Speak with clarity. And watch how the world starts to treat you differently. That's the Broke to Baller blueprint, and it starts right here. Like, subscribe, comment.